you shut my door, please? Installation. Woo, what is up, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook? We are triple stream live right now for Real Q&A, episode 8. Give a little bit of time. Maybe some people will join in here, but obviously you can watch the replay. What I'm really liking is that I can easily get this show, Real Q&A, up on IGTV after we stream live on Instagram. So that's cool. So 4 different ways you can watch Real Q&A. And basically the point of this, let me introduce, my name's Chris Ward, broker in charge, Eagle Realty here in North Myrtle Beach. So if you've seen it before, awesome, glad you're back. If you've never seen this before, the basic point of the show is that I try to answer real estate questions that you may have as a buyer or seller or as a real estate agent about your career. So just trying to answer a couple quick questions each week that might give you a little bit more insight, a little bit of value in the real estate process or in your real estate career. So you can always send me questions. You can DM me, you can write some comments on YouTube, you can send me a message or write a comment below in Facebook and send me some questions that you've had. Maybe you've had a real estate transaction or a process as a buyer or seller and you were interested, something that popped up that you want to answer to that you did not get before, or you're thinking of buying and selling and would like some answers, or you're a real estate agent and have a question about your career, maybe some way how you can improve or anything like that. I would love to just help. Just want to answer some questions for you guys and just provide some content that might help you out within the real estate arena here. So I do have a couple questions here. I try to do one buyer, one seller, one real estate question. So I like to have some of these questions. A lot of these come from just being in a career, for like 15 years or so in the North Myrtle Beach area. So, I've heard a lot of these questions before. Most of them are common questions. The first one with buyers was about earnest money. So a lot of people get kind of confused on earnest money, and I could probably make a whole show about exactly the ins and outs of what earnest money is and what that means. And I'm talking particularly, of course, within South Carolina state parameters, as each state is a little bit different and might handle it a little bit different or has a little bit different terminology. But earnest money in our state is just consideration of the contract that's added to the contract. It's an amount, it's a money, it's basically like a deposit that you put down that's held in escrow that for you as a buyer goes back to you as a credit at the closing. So it's held in trust, has to be in a trust account, whether it's a real estate brokerage or attorney trust account. And that money is consideration that goes with the contract. It can be negotiable. There's not a set amount. It could be a nominal figure. Sometimes it's like a percentage of the contract price, but it is an amount that's negotiable. And it is also technically not required, but it's a pretty standard of practice type thing. It is something that is standard with most contracts that you're going to have earnest money attached to it. Consideration gives kind of a seriousness, some weight to the offer. It's some skin in the game for the buyer when they make an offer on a real estate piece of property. So since it's like negotiable and all that kind of stuff, the main thing is how much, again, not a set amount, can be a percentage. Is it required? It's not required, but most people are going to want it. Most sellers are going to want it as consideration. It is skin in the game. It is kind of a deposit to the contract. In the case of default, by either party, earnest money can be disputed or distributed, but only 2 ways, at least in South Carolina, only 2 ways. One, you either have all parties agree to, including the brokers of the companies, that earnest money will be distributed to the seller or the buyer or split, or a judge has to order where the earnest money goes. Only 2 ways that earnest money can be distributed once it's placed into a ratified contract is it has to be either court ordered or agreed upon by all parties who gets the earnest money with a particular document that we have in South Carolina for earnest money disbursement and contract termination. So earnest money, important to know the ins and outs of, like I said, important to know the rules because most sellers will want earnest money attached to an offer. Seller question for today. This is kind of cool. How much should I sell my house for? You would think that's what us as real estate agents are for. You ask the real estate, so tell me what I should sell my house for. A lot of times those sellers are looking for an exact price, and that's not really our job. I can't tell you what to sell your house for. It's your house. You need to know you need to make the decision on the exact price you want to list and try and sell your home for. But what my job is as a real estate agent is to give you market data, show you where the market is, show you comps, give you ranges of price points that homes similar and property type similar have sold for, and then kind of probably guide you on some, okay, are you looking for a quick sale? Are you looking for the typical current days on market? Or are you kind of testing the market and want to be up here? And I'll give you ranges of price ranges that I think you should fall into those three categories. And most real estate agents probably do that. They probably give you an element of ranges, but it's not our job really to tell you exact price. We want to give you data. It's not my opinion of value. I want to give you hard numbers and data that is and analytics of where the market is at for you to sell your property. So if you're looking for a real estate agent to just tell you price, that's not our job. We need to give you hard evidence and hard facts that give you price ranges of where your property should sell for or will sell for based on current market statistics and data. That's what we want to try and help you and guide you as a seller in that process. My last question today is for real estate agents, and this one's a little bit different because I'm not going to answer a question for you. I'm going to actually give you a question. Are you taking care of yourself as a real estate agent? I'm going to do a little promo here. I did just write a blog on this, so you can go to our career website, discovereaglerealty.com. Check out the latest blog post because it's talking about real estate agents taking care of themselves, and really for all entrepreneurs. But I think you have to realize that, there we go. Sorry, Instagram paused for a second. I think you have to realize as a real estate agent and as any entrepreneur that you are a business owner first and foremost. We're in the middle of this Tom Ferry conference going on right now that we're about getting ready to live cast here. I want to get real Q&A out there before that started up. But taking care of yourself is so important. It was pointed out yesterday. And if you're not taking care of yourself as a real estate agent, if you're not exercising, taking care of your body, nutrition-wise, taking care of the vessel that you are operating your business will suffer. And especially over the long haul, the legacy, the impact, the growth of your business, if you're not taking care of yourself, your body, your business is going to suffer those effects. If you're not taking care of your mind, if you're not growing, open to learning, always innovating, always keeping your mind sharp, reading, taking in, content from people that have done this for a long time and that can add to your business growth. Take care of your mind, take care of your soul. What kind of quiet time, what kind of inward reflection, prayer time, whatever you want to call it. But you need to take care of mind, body, and soul as a real estate agent. So my question to you is, what are you doing in your real estate career every day to take care of this that is the catalyst for you to grow your business as a real estate agent? I hope you've enjoyed this session of Real Q&A. I'm going to go check out the Tom Ferry conference. You should definitely, if you're a real estate agent, that's one way you can grow. Take care of this. Your mind is always be learning, and that's one way to do it. So going to go check that out. Hope you've enjoyed this edition. We'll check in next week for Real Q&A. Please comment or submit your questions. I'd love to answer any buyer, seller, or real estate agent questions that you may have. So I'll talk to you next time, and have an awesome week. All right, the hardest part is turning off all three live streams simultaneously.